Hello everyone, my name is Nicole from All Eyes on You Makeup Artistry, and today I'm going to do another makeup look from scratch. Okay, so today I'm actually trying something new that I've never tried before, but usually when I try new looks and things like that, I don't usually go live or record it just because I first want to get it perfect, because I'm always like so hesitant about it. Maybe I'll make like an error while I'm live or making a video. But then I decided if I do that, it's okay, because then I can show you how to fix it, and I want to try new looks with you and you can try it with me. Okay, so today I'm really excited about this because I am actually going to do an Indian bridal look, so I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my primer. I have already completed my skincare this morning, so I washed my face with the vitamin C face wash. I applied my serum as well as my day and night cream. I do not have a very dry skin, so I do not use the ultra hydrating day and night cream. I just use the regular one. However, if you have a super dry skin, I do recommend the ultra hydrating day and night cream. Okay, so I'm going to apply my SPF 50 primer. As you know, it has SPF 50 in it. It protects your skin from the sun. It fills in all the fine lines and the wrinkles, and it just gives you that smooth and matte finish to apply your foundation. And not just this, or not just that, it is also a medicated primer. So you can even put the primer on your itchy bites, on eczema. Like me, I used to have, about 2 weeks ago, had quite severe hormonal breakouts. I did take pictures of it, and I also did take after pictures of it yesterday afternoon, just to show you the difference it made within 2 weeks by using my skincare range as well as my primer. I put the primer, a thick layer on the acne at night and sleep on with it like as if it's a mask. So I was sleeping with it on my face like a thick mask, but only on the problematic areas, and it took it right away. So after like 2-3 days of just applying it thick here, and just continued with my skincare range, and now everything is gone. It was, the marks were really intense, really red, and just very prominent, and now it's just small and light. And I'm just going to continue with my skincare range, and it's going to lighten even more until there's nothing. So I will post the before and after pictures of that as well. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my eyebrows first, and then my eyeshadow. So I'm going to use the Miss Rose Eyebrow Tattoo, the dark brown color. It comes in black, light brown, and dark brown. Sorry for the burn. Okay, you see? But I use the dark brown because I have dark hair and dark eyebrows. If you have lighter hair, you can use the light brown. And then if you have black hair, you can use the black for your eyebrows, and you can also use the black as liquid eyeliner. So I'm going to use my eyebrow brush to do it. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so now my eyebrows are done. I used this angle brush to do my eyebrows, and now I'm going to do my eyeshadow first, just because the look is quite colorful and bold, so I do not want to do my foundation, mess, and then try and clean that up. So I'm going to do the eyeshadow first. My outfit is actually yellow and gold, so I'm going to use gold, orange, and yellow for my eyes, and maybe a little bit of pink. I'll see where I can work that in, but of course I'm going to use my Endless Possibilities palette. It literally has all the colors I need. Colors are so pigmented. So yes, I'll be back with that in a second as well. Okay, so like you can see here, I actually took the orange and I like drew which shape I want it to be in. So of course it's not going to look like this. I'm going to just, I drew the shape that I want it to be, and then I'm going to start blending it out and to be smooth. Okay, So I already blended my one eye, so like you can see the difference. When I blend it, I take the big fluffy brush and I just apply the same color a little bit just to help me with the blending part. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other side so that it matches this side. And the reason for doing the eyeshadow first as well is because afterwards I can clean it up nicely and make a nice sharp end. Okay, so the color I used to get this orange color is the color called Cherry Pop, and I actually want to incorporate a little bit of yellow, so I'm going to apply citrus and just blend it out with a big fluffy brush nicely here at the top part of the orange. So as you can see, I incorporated yellow, so I'm going to take citrus again on this side and I'm just doing it at the top part, back and forth, just to get that tint of yellow at the top, because my outfit is yellow, so I don't want to go completely different colors and then it doesn't really match my outfit. Your eyeshadow doesn't have to match your outfit, but just for today I wanted to. Okay, so like you can see, we are going to make this really sharp at the end. That's why it's actually kind of the best, even if you just do a normal day-to-day look, to do your eyeshadow first, because you can just make it so much sharper and neater here at the ends. So I'm going to do a cut crease now. I will do the one eye and show you how I do the other one. So the foundation color that I'm using for all over my face is called Color Ivory. Alright, so I'm going to take the color ivory and I'm going to do my cut crease. So a cut crease, you can see over here my actual eyelid line. Now you do not do it just on this lid before this line ends. You do it past it, just a little bit past it. In my previous video, I actually showed you how to do a cut crease with the eyelash curler. So I used the eyelash curler as a stamp, so I applied it here and then I just took it as a stamp and then filled it in. But I figured out another way, so let me show you. So this is how it looks, but do not worry about how it looks now, because we are going to put gold over it to set the foundation, or if you just want a neutral color, you use a neutral color, or even just your powder to form the cut crease. We're going to blend it in nicely here at the ends as well when we are finished with the orange and the yellow as well. So how I did it is much different from how I did last time. So I just want to take my mirror here. I actually just put it on the lid, where I just said it doesn't stop there, but let me show you. So I literally just do it on my lid. Do not cross that line, my actual crease line. But a cut crease is a look that goes further than your actual line. And then I open my eye, and I look up, and then wherever it smudges, you see it smudged. Now I know, okay, for my eye shape, that is where my cut crease is supposed to be. And now I just fill it in and go with the smudgy part. And then you just fill it in and go with the smudgy part. And the brush that I use is like a small application brush, not one of those big ones, because I just want it to be as smooth as possible. There you go. And we are going to set it with the gold. I'm actually going to use gold from the highlighting palette just because I want to show you how versatile the palettes are. I mean, you can use your Endless Possibilities palette to do your contouring. You can use some of the colors for the blush. You can use some of the colors for your eyes. Really, you can use it for more than one purpose. That's what I like about these palettes. All of these palettes are so versatile. And now it's finished. You see, so I literally just followed where it smudged. I did it on my lid, opened my eyes, looked up, That's where it's smudged. Okay, I filled it in. So now I'm just going to blend it here on the sides with my fluffy eyeshadow brush with the orange. And I'm just going to do this kind of motion just to blend it in. But first I'm going to apply the gold color from my highlighting palette. Okay, so I think I'm going to use, which one? Glow Girl or Glow Up or Goddess Glow. So they all are like a goldish color, but just like a different shade of a goldy color. So I think maybe I should use, I'm going to use the Glow Girl one just because it's more yellow. And I do have a yellow outfit, so I think that's going to match better. Okay, so this is how it looks now. And how I did it, I took another application brush, like a flat brush basically. You can use the same flat brush on your own face. You can just wipe it off whatever you used it for, whichever color, and then you just wipe it off with some of the makeup remover or a wipe, and you just clean it, dry it a little bit, and then just use the same brush. The reason why I'm using all of these different brushes is because when you do it on a client, I will use different brushes, and also just because I'm using so many different colors and I don't want it to mix, so that's why. But it's all like the same kind of brush I use. All are flat brushes or fluffy brushes to do the blending. Got a little bit tongue twisted there. Okay, so now I'm just going to apply the gold from the highlighting palette, and I'm just going to apply it literally on the foundation part, on the cut crease part. Okay, and I'm just tapping it. And I take little product at a time and I build up the pigment, because if I take too much at a time, I don't want it to, like most of it to fall off, then actually going onto the eye. There we go, just like that. Okay, so now that is how it's going to look. Now it looks a little bit too, here on the ends, it looks too cut off. It needs to look blended. So I'm actually going to take a little bit of the gold and just lightly pass the cut crease. Lightly pass the cut crease. That it has like that smudgy effect, shadowy effect. Then I'm going to take my big fluffy brush that I used from the start, and I use the cherry popped again, the orange. I'm just going to mix it, okay, a little bit, just for it, but literally just from the end part of the cut crease, just because I want it to look more blended than cut off. So just blend it a little bit. Blend, blend, blend. And now I'm going to take a little bit of the gold again, just to do that light. There we go. That light gold, just to like pass the cut crease. See that light gold just to pass the cut crease. Okay, now I want to add pink. I really want to add pink, so I'm just going to add pink here at the end. Maybe going to use, I'm going to use Plum Baby. It's quite like a dark pink. I like that pink. So I'm just going to apply it here at the end. So I'm going to take my fluffy brush and I'm just going to like tap the color here at the end. Almost looks like a half moon the way I applied it. And I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. And I'm just going to blend it in like that. See? And blend it in. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my, because I already did the primer, so now I'm going to apply the corrector. So the corrector is where you put it everywhere on the marks and pigmentation or dark circles that you want to cover. So you put your corrector wherever you want more coverage. So I'm going to put the corrector, my color corrector is called Latte. So it's like a, you'll see it's a It's a darker color than your foundation color. It just neutralizes the dark circles, pigmentation, pimples, acne, whatever you want to cover more. So I'm going to apply it under my eyes, and then just on these light marks I have here, and then only after I did my whole face with the foundation and the powder and everything, then I'm going to complete the under eye part. Okay, so I'm going to apply the corrector now, and I will show you how and where I put it. But it's all different for everyone. It depends on where you want more coverage. So, like you can see, I applied it on all the marks that I want more coverage on and under my eyes. So it's darker, and you can almost see it has like an orange tint. So the orange tint is the color that neutralizes the things you want more coverage on. If it's, like I said, pimples, dark marks, uneven skin tone, dark under eyes, outbreaks, breakouts, whatever the case may be. So this is where I applied it on, and then of course wherever you want more coverage, it won't look the same like mine. You apply it where you want it. So now I'm going to apply my color ivory foundation all over my face and even over the corrector, because I need to blend it all in. So this is how it looks now. As you can see, I put it everywhere, and now I'm just going to take my foundation brush and I'm going to just tap it out all over my face, down my neck as well, because I don't want it to look like I have like a mask on. I want everything to be the same color and just to blend in well. And then just when I'm finished with the blending part, I'm just going to take a regular sponge just to do that part to make it more sharp and even. So this is what I'm literally doing, just tapping in the foundation and going close to the eyebrow like that, and just blending in the color with the corrector, so the foundation with the corrector, and just everywhere, tapping motion everywhere, and you can see everything blends in well with the corrector. So I'll just quickly do my whole face. Now you can see I just did the tapping motion all over my face, down the neck, and there is still some foundation I haven't blended in there, so I'm just going to take my sponge and I'm just going to blend it in nicely there, and it immediately looks like a clean finish comparing to this side. You see? So now you can see the difference, and now I'm just going to do it on this side as well. So I use powder number 7 powder, so I'm also just going to take my sponge again, and I'm just going to set more under the eyes, because I have fine lines under the eyes. Yes, the primer helps and etc., but I just set a little bit more under the eyes just because I want to seal it properly, so that I don't make those, if you don't seal it properly and it's still a little bit like a dewy look, like if you prefer a dewy look over a matte look, then you'll sometimes see, okay, I can kind of see the lines with of course during the day. So that's why I just set it a little bit more under the eyes, because I do have lines under my eyes, and it just helps it to stay in place. Powder helps to set your makeup, and that means to make it everything just stay in place. So this is how it's going to look. As I said, I like a dewy look. I don't do the matte look often, but if you do prefer the matte look, or even if you have an oily skin, you do what I did now, just all over your face. But you can, I use the sponge now for under my eyes, but you can use the powder puff that comes with the powder. So you can just do this, what I did under my eyes, but over the whole face like this, and then I'll show you how to blend out in a minute. But if you like a dewy look like me, I just tap my foundation brush lightly into the powder and tap it all over my face. So yes, the powder helps to set your makeup, makes it stay in place the whole day, and also just to last longer. The foundation is hypoallergenic, non-comedogenic, formulated for all skin types, also has skincare benefits in it as well, has 5 times more coverage than your regular foundation, lasts up to 24 hours. It is also waterproof, so That's awesome. Okay, so I'm just tapping it all over my face like this. And also don't forget about the neck as well, just because we have foundation there too, and we do not want it to rub off or anything like that. Okay, so this is what I did. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take, you can use the same brush and for under the eyes, but I'm just going to use the fluffy brush, but you can use the foundation, the powder brush as well. And I'm just dipping a little bit of it under the eyes and just, you know, blending it out. And if you did it over your whole face for the matte look, yeah, all you do is do the same with the powder and just do it all over your face. If you did it like this, all over your face for the more matte look. Yes, and it just, the reason why I'm using the smaller brush is just because I want to get as close to the eye as possible. Okay, there you go. Done, set. Okay, now I am going to do the contouring, and I'm going to do the contouring with the Endless Possibilities palette as well. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take the Choco Feast, the brown color, with my blush brush from the top of my ear to the corner of my mouth. Just going to apply the brown here, like that. See? For that contouring look. And I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. And then the jawline, the double chin, like that. It just gives your face more definition. And then by the hairline. Because the foundation is such full coverage, I just use the brown for the contouring. I do not put a lighter color for like under the eyes, on the forehead, because I don't need it, because the foundation is like a concealer as well. It's like the foundation, the concealer, the corrector. It does, one product does the whole thing, the whole job. Okay, so now I'm just taking a smaller brush because the blush brush is quite big and I want to do my nose. So I'm going to go from all the way to the top. I'm actually going to go a little bit more from the eye here, all the way down, just to make my nose look nicely shaped. And all the way down. There we go. So you can see my nose already looks shaped. And the only thing that I'm going to do now is I am going to take the Sandy Beach, which is a very light color. I'm just going to go down with it in the middle of my nose, not going over my brown contouring line. And I have a shaped nose. Okay, I just want to blend this part a little bit in. If you blend it in, it's just going back and forth, just because I see this one, this little piece here looks a little bit darker. There we go. All done. Okay, so now I'm going to apply my blush, and I apply my blush above the contouring line. We don't mix the contour with the blush. So today I'm using the Ultra Bake blush, and it's color number 4. It's like a maroon color. So I'm going to apply it over here above the contouring line. I like to take it to the front as well, like on the apples, because I think it gives my face a little bit more color if I take it to the front. And yes, and you build up the color. Take a little bit at a time and build it up, because then you just get a more blended look, and it doesn't look like a harsh line if you take little product at a time and just build up the color and blend it out. Because if you take a lot of product at once, it tends to look like just like a harsh line, and then you battle to blend it out. So that's why it's always a good idea to just take little product at a time and build it up, because then you can also determine how deep you want the color to be. I'm going to apply my liquid eyeliner at the top now with a little wing with my eyelashes, and then when I come back I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the under eyes to complete the eye look. So I did my eyeliner and I applied my lashes. So now I am going to do under the eyes. So I'm going to take the Endless the Endless Possibilities palette again, and I'm going to use the pinkish color, the Plum Baby, and I'm going to just apply it here at the bottom of the eye. Almost like eyeliner. Okay. The same on the other side. Okay, and I'm going to blend it out with the cherry pop, the orange color, so that it doesn't look like a harsh line, so that it is blended out properly. There we go. So just here in the front, I see it just cuts off. There we go. There we go. Now that is done, and I'm going to apply the mascara at the bottom, my Focus mascara, and all my products that I use are from Perfect Shades Cosmetics, Charlotte Beauty. Okay, so now I'm just going to apply, you see, at the bottom. Okay, I'm quickly going to do it. Look at the difference it makes. See, I only did this one, not this one. Amazing! And the look is not complete without the lips. So I'm using like a red color that's color number 4, called color number 4. It's quite light. Like if you apply it on lightly, it will be pinkish, and if you apply like more, it will be more reddish. So I'm just going to apply a little bit to get more the pink effect. Okay. But my look is not complete yet without my outfit. So just give me a few minutes. Then I'm going to show you the finished look. And this is my finished look. I love it, and I hope you liked it too. So I will see you again soon for another look. Okay, have a good day everyone. Goodbye.